Hello everybody, this is Joe with TB Compilations, and thank you for joining me for yet another beautiful and wonderful Milo Yiannopoulos compilation video. In today's installment, we have a lot of his protest on Linda Sorcer in New York. From my understanding, he didn't want to completely cancel her from talking, but he wanted to bring his viewpoints and also the facts that follow her. Her disgusting viewpoints on a lot of different things are definitely not accepted here in America. But of course all the third-wave feminist yuppies love to follow her as their messiah, so hopefully he definitely converted a lot of different people. So, without further ado, here's Milo. Let's roll the intro.
Always the same day, renewed and re-forgotten. Fills me with fear, feeling hopeless below the bottom. Love is blind, so is greed. All that's frightening to me. Nothing to say, no one's listening, they're just ignoring. Finding new ways to keep on building, to keep destroying everything that you.
How do you spell racist? M-I-L-O. How do you spell Islamophobe? M-I-L-O.
I think the reason they hate Milo is because he is supposed to be one of their trained pets. They like blacks to be their little pawns. They like gays to be their little pawns. And trannies, especially, they have to be their little pawns, and they have to follow the narrative. When Caitlyn Jenner says, I'm a Republican, I respect the Constitution, that screws with their whole narrative. It's like your gerbil bites you. No. You have to follow my narrative. So they're especially mad at Milo the way they're especially mad at black conservatives, the way they're especially mad at the Hotep movement, because they don't like it when their pets get out of line. Well, your pet got out of line, and he's right.
What is this weather about? Maybe God is Muslim after all. I notice there aren't that many Muslim protesters, but if you've ever tried to walk in a sodden burqa, you'll know why. It's enough to dissuade even the most determined jihadi. Thank you for coming out today. Now, we all agree on a few things, don't we? We all agree, for instance, that Linda Sorcer is a Sharia-loving, terrorist-embracing, Jew-hating, ticking time bomb of progressive horror. We agree on that. Now, I'll call her Linda because her surname, Sorcer, did you know this? It means cockroach in Arabic. And I do so hate to be disrespectful, so we'll call her Linda. Yes, I'm back and just as much of a waspish cunt as ever. This week, another Muslim loser, a friend of Linda's probably, strapped a bomb to his chest in Manchester and murdered over 20 people, including children. Does Linda Sorcer, in her dark heart, approve of this senseless atrocity? If she feels any remorse at all, maybe it's for the Muslim grooming gangs and Pakistani child rapists who have 20 fewer victims this week. To just give you a demonstration of how stupid modern third-wave American feminists are. They're prepared to follow a woman who believes in Sharia law, while at the same time complaining about patriarchy. It is genuinely ludicrous. Now, for some reason, leftists love putting hijab-wearing women in front of things to remind us how tolerant, progressive, and feminist Islam is. Give me a break. Islam views Western progressives with the same contempt the Soviet Union reserved for the useful idiots of the American communist left. It's a relationship as abusive as Chris Brown and Rihanna's, except no one in it is hot. But Linda is special. She's more than just an oppressive headscarf. Lurking underneath all of that sweaty polyester is a mind that hates America and loves Sharia law. Her greatest crime, in my view, is her treatment of the heroic female genital mutilation victim and Islam critic Ayaan Hirsi Ali. Linda said that, I wish I could take her vagina away. She doesn't deserve to be a woman. In other words, Linda's just like the men who actually did take Ayaan's vagina away. This is your leader of the modern, democratic, feminist women's movement, America, setting out to finish the job that depraved, misogynistic Muslims in Somalia started. Consider what happened in Minnesota this week, which has the largest Somali population in the world outside of Somalia itself. A bill to make female genital mutilation a felony, failed thanks to the work of the local Muslim population. This is the world. This is the world that Linda Sarsour wants for you. This is the world that she is heralding in.
See, because I wore a tank for you, so I'm
You did.
completely
Wear
disrespectful.
a tank. What does that say on there?
It says a bathing ape.
Oh,
It's a very fashionable brand that young people are wearing right now.
I don't deny it, even though I
It's
have
what all
no
the
clue.
kids are wearing right
It's
now.
what all the kids are wearing. I might have to get some. Get some in the wardrobe.
To paraphrase one of the great philosophers of the 21st century, Regina George from Mean Girls, stop trying to make Sharia happen. It's not going to happen. Linda cares about women so much, she works to discredit and silence a film called Honor Diaries, which is about the honor killings and violence against women that happen in the Muslim world. Muslim leaders would prefer if we all pretended that honor violence doesn't exist. It's a sort of inconvenient truth to those trying to convince the Western world that Sharia is the new feminism. Well, Linda is obsessed with convincing American women that they're better off in Saudi Arabia. Well, the good news is Saudi Arabia is not on Trump's banned list, so you can come and go as you please. Try it and see which one you like best. You see, it wasn't Saudi Arabia. It wasn't Saudi Arabia that Ariana Grande retreated to for safety after a bomb went off at her concert. It was, of course, the United States of America, the greatest country in the history of human civilization. The country that Ariana Grande said she hated. I hate Americans, I hate America, and she licked a donut.
I'm going to give a little bit of context in the next video here. So basically what it is Milo held an event in New York City called the Coming Out as Conservative event. And basically what it is a lot of the gays that lived in New York City came out to this event because they felt that it was easier to come out as gay than it was to be coming out as conservative. Some said that they lost hundreds of Facebook friends. A lot of people disavowed their choices or whatever. It was pretty much like coming out as gay in the 1950s, like it is now coming out to say that you're a conservative, which just doesn't make any sense to me because the left is so tolerant to anybody, really, right? You know, but they can't wrap their heads around the fact that black people voted for Trump, transgender people voted for Trump, gay people voted for Trump, Muslims voted for Trump. All walks of life voted for Trump. He's the president. But it's just so difficult for them to understand. But anyways, I just wanted to give a little bit of context to that. So, without further ado, this is the clip that I am now talking about.
We're here at this party to show that we can be gay, proud, and independent of the Democrat Party.
Today in New York, gay is totally accepted. Everybody embraces you. Everybody tells you how excited they are that you're sharing your world with them. But when you tell them they're a conservative, they reject you. They tell you they don't want to hear from you. They don't want to invite you to their parties. They tell you about the risk you're taking. They tell you how you're not smart. They tell you you're not going to meet anyone. You won't date anyone.
I tell you, I work in a liberal profession. I'm a lawyer in a liberal workplace. I told one person I voted for Trump, and within I think a week, I was having like random people I don't even know being like, I heard a rumor that you're a Trump supporter, like with like the coldest eyes, like I was some sort of traitor. And I've had people come up to me who say, thank you for being so open about it because I can't be, because I'm in the closet about it.
It is absolutely riskier to be a conservative in New York than to be gay. Being gay is mainstream, but being a conservative is considered unacceptable.
I've lost 500 Facebook friends since Trump announced his candidacy.
It's more dangerous to come out as a conservative.
The left has brought us to such a divide that being a conservative and being gay, it's complicated.
I'm a gay man. All of my friends are so liberal, and they can't really read eye to eye with me. For me, it was easier coming out as a gay person. It was harder coming out as a conservative.
And if you're a conservative in New York City, you might as well just leave the city. But we got to take it back.
We are here because we don't fuck with that other pride shit. I, for one, I'm a little tired of being told that just because I like sleeping with men, that I should stop shooting guns and give up my personal liberty. There are those of us who believe that there is more at stake.
Build the wall! 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 Build the wall!
A room full of New York gays chanting "Build the Wall."
Lock her up! Lock her up! Lock her up! Lock her up!
It might come as a surprise to Chase or any of the 67 corporate entities sponsoring Pride, but gay people are capable of rational thought. We are gay. We should be pushing every conceivable boundary. We should be doing whatever the fuck we want. We should be dressing how we want, speaking how we want, acting how we want, reading how we want, using whatever language we like. Fuck yeah! The Democrat Party and the progressive left in general no longer own the groups they thought they did. Please give it up for the end of political correctness, the end of identity politics, and coming out conservative.